Hello friends, Miss Natalie here. I am back to show you how to transfer your gridded photo to your gridded paper. Now I've printed out my photo. You do not have to do that. You can use yours from the screen. I just wanted to have the photo in a way that you could see it while I'm working. So I've got my photo here. It's got like 7 and a bit squares from the bottom to the top and 10 across. So because the whole squares are at the bottom, that's where I'm going to stop. If the whole squares were at the top, sorry. If this was a whole square up here, I would start there, but because it's a partial square, I'm not exactly sure like what percentage it is. So it's just easier to start with a whole square, and that way I can see like, and I can flip it here. So I've got whole squares. There we go. That's what I meant to do. And I can start down here and I can say, oh, this little corner here starts about there on the square and goes to about there. And I can make a line, that. And then the next one, actually, maybe it's more like there, actually, because it doesn't, a little bit. It's hard. You're going to be adjusting as you go, trying to figure out where one line starts in the square and how it travels and where it moves to. Is it half of the square? Is it a third? This one definitely is going to come up to here. And this is looking really kind of jaggedy right now, but that's, that's okay. I'll clean it up later. It's about kind of getting an idea, and that goes about there. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares in, and 1 square up. Always making sure that you are keeping the same square that you're drawing in is the same one on your big grid. So if you have to stop and be like, okay, so I started at the right and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1 and a bit up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1, and yep, that's where I am. And now I'm moving into the 8th square over. That kind of goes down like that. And then there's that. And because this comes over across here, I think I'm going to go over to this square where it starts right at just a little bit above the second square's bottom. And it goes into here, and oh, did I not go over? No, I've got, see, this is why I have to count and not just assume. I forgot, I have 11 squares across, and this is just 10. So I'm gonna be stopping here. You know what? I'm just gonna put a line right here to remind me that that is where I'm stopping. Okay, so now I know that I'm gonna go over here. And yeah, that makes more sense. And then that's kind of like that. And then this goes across-ish. And this isn't quite as important since it's a blanket and not part of the face. But that gives me a base to work from. Now I can go over here. So that starts about there. Next one is me right here. And you can see I'm again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 in. And that goes to about there and there. And I'm just following this line of the face to try to get where that is. And then I'm going to come back to this ear, which is 1, 2 in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is where it starts, right about there. Comes in, and kind of goes straight up. Oh, that's too far in though, isn't it? Is it maybe more like that? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a little into the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is going to be the 8th, so I know that's where it's going to stop. All right, and it's just over that line, and this is like almost a, I'd say it's a half of a square maybe, and then down to here, and then across there, and I'm just looking and comparing. And the next one is where the fur comes in. Wait, no, this is this one. Right, see? Gotta be careful that I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where that fur is gonna be. So that goes across, that's this, right? That's that. So this goes to here, and then that goes to there. It's a lot of figuring out what is what. Okay, and so I've got this started. I've got a very general idea of the blanket and where her face is. Her ear's a lot more rounded than that. So I'm going to keep working on this, but I'm going to do it in a time-elapsed way so that I don't take up all of your time, and you can see how I complete the contour line of my drawing in my squares.